I want to show you real quick how I'm using Ninja Social to bulk schedule a bunch of posts to my social media on an evergreen loop so that on a regular basis, I don't have to spend all day every day creating social media posts. And this is really quite genius. I think you're going to love it. So, what I'm doing right now is creating a bunch of mindset and inspirational type posts for my social media. Now, what I suggest that you do and what I do as a basic setup and prompt to myself to go out and add new posts to the queue, to the loop, is essentially I have a task created in my task management tool, Asana, which is a place where I collect ideas for posts. So every time I have a new idea for a post, I just add it as a subtask in there. And then the task is set up to be assigned to me and to be due every week or every 2 weeks, for example, every Monday. And so, what it prompts me to do is just go out and take, maybe set a timer for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, however long you prefer to spend on this every week, and just go through all the ideas I've collected, create as many posts as I can during that time frame, and be done when I'm done. Okay. Now, initially, when you start doing this, you want to make sure that you have enough posts in your loop before you really turn it on. Okay, because otherwise you're just going to have the same post going out to these different platforms all the time, and you don't want that. You want to have enough in there to loop I would say at a minimum every month, but preferably at least at 2 to 3 months worth of posts. And I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. It really depends on how often you're posting and that type of thing. But once it's set up, which is so worth it, you really don't have to do these types of posts anymore on a daily basis. You're just going to go out every week or two and just add in any new ideas that you've accumulated, add them into the loop. Keep it very evergreen. Evergreen just means that it's kind of timeless. It's okay to keep posting. And I just want to add that your audience, because I know you're thinking, like, I don't want to be posting the same thing all the time. I get it. But your audience doesn't remember. They don't. Most people don't remember what you posted yesterday, let alone what you posted 3 months ago. And more than likely, they need to hear it again. Maybe they're at a different point in their life, in their stage of your topic, and they need to hear it again. They just do. And even if you did post it a few months ago or even a month ago, there's a huge percent of your audience that doesn't even see it. So it is okay. It is okay to have an evergreen post loop. It is a good thing. It is great for your sanity. It's a great time saver. Give it a try. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, as I said, is I'm just creating a loop right now for my mindset and inspirational posts, and I'm just adding all my content for that. So I have a post pasted in right here, and I'm just going to add a picture real quick. I think it is this one. Yes. Okay. And I'm just going to walk you through how I do this. It's really pretty quick. If I weren't talking while I was doing all this, it would really only take me a couple minutes to get each post out there and queued up. And so it really doesn't take that long to create a whole loop of posts. So I am posting these types of posts to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and most of the time Pinterest. Now, Pinterest and Twitter, generally, I need to shorten this a little bit, and we do also want to get some hashtags in there. So I want to show you this really cool feature of Ninja Social, and that is the hashtag grouping. So I've got to still fill this out with more groups, but I've started adding groups of hashtags by topic. And so right now I'm working on mindset quotes. If I edit this, I'll show you how that looks. So essentially for every different platform, and I haven't done this yet because, listen, this is all about how can I make this as simple as possible. And I don't have time today as I'm doing this to go and research all the best hashtags for every platform. And honestly, I'm not 100% active in every platform. So for me, just any visibility there is better than no visibility there. But wherever you are focused, whatever platform you are most focused on, start with that and actually do some hashtag research on what's going to be the best hashtags for your topic. But essentially, I gave it a name. I put in a bunch of hashtags for each platform. And then you can tell it how many hashtags you want it to use each time that you post using this hashtag group. And it's going to select a random, that number is going to select random hashtags for the post. Okay. So for example, if I want more on Instagram, I can change that to 8. Maybe I only want like 3 on LinkedIn, that kind of thing. Okay. And then for Instagram, it's also pretty smart and it can add the hashtags to the first comment instead of putting them right on your post, which is super cool. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Okay. Now I'm going to tell it to use the mindset quote hashtags. So now you'll see that has shown up on my different posts. And, maybe I want to clean this up just a little bit because of how it formatted. And you'll also see that some platforms, they need to be shortened. For example, Pinterest has this character limit and I have too many characters in here. I'm sure it's the same with Twitter. Yep, way too many characters. So I do just need to go in and edit those after my main post is done and looks how I want it to. Okay, and then for Pinterest, now, if you have my Pinterest profit system course, you know my whole Pinterest strategy. The disclaimer I want to give about this is really just about an easy way to get this out on Pinterest without having to go and create a real post, put it on the perfect schedule, all that kind of thing. This is really just like, again, some visibility is better than no visibility, and there's a good chance that these types of posts will get seen. I'm not going to get nitpicky and not post it just because it's a square image instead of a vertical image. This is really just about getting something out there. For Pinterest, you can choose the boards that you want it to go to, and then it's going to space them out a week apart. So I'll add a few more boards here just to show you. Let's see. We'll keep going down here. I have a lot of boards, and a lot of these are private because they're just personal boards, and so I don't have them out public for my business. So just ignore all that. And we're going to do motivational quotes for entrepreneurs. I'll do network marketing quotes for inspiration. Maybe I'm trying to think what other ones. Small business tips. I just usually pick a few that would work well for this. I think I have like a female entrepreneur. Yeah. Let's do that one. Okay, we'll call that good. And see, there's this note that is going to post to each board a week apart. And you can change that if you want to. And we're just going to give it a title. I'm going to say like, let's see, entrepreneur quote. Mindset. And again, this is not about getting the perfect SEO optimization, because this is about just getting it done quickly and getting something out there. Now, if you want to spend extra time researching the perfect, SEO optimized pin title and all that, go for it. In some cases, that's actually very good to do. In this case, I'm just doing quotes and it's not a big deal. I do want to make sure that I have a link back to my website, since that's probably a better strategy for Pinterest. So I'm just going to grab some text to put in there for that. Okay. And then I need to go in and clean it up to make it shorter. Okay, so this description, I admit, is not the typical like Pinterest perfect type of description. Again, honestly, I don't care for this. I wasn't gonna naturally go and post quotes out to Pinterest anyway right now. And so, again, this is just like if somebody sees it and they want to save it to their board, all that is a boost to my algorithm. And I'm happy for that. But I do want to make sure they have a link to my website, so that if they want more tips, they have a quick and easy way to find that. Okay. And that's the strategy. I'm going to do the same thing for Twitter. And then another thing, once I'm done with all that, you want to come over here to category and choose what category it's going to go into. For me, I have this category called community. So I'm trying to, engage my community, entertaining, inspiring, encouraging. It falls into that category. I'm going to take my watermark off because I happen to already have a watermark on these images. But another super cool feature is you can add watermarks to your images very easily, and you don't have to go and create that. Then I do want it to repost based on my queue schedule and until I remove it from the queue. So that is that. As soon as I get my Twitter post shortened, I'm just going to click add to queue, and I am building this whole entire loop of posts that's just going to keep posting over and over and over again based on my schedule over here in the scheduling tab. I hope that helps you and saves you tons and tons of time on your social media. Make sure to look for any related links below this video, and I will see you in the next one.